What's up, y'all? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Want y'all to hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member. and also hit those notifications as well so that you're able to get all of my content, all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire LDBC, basketball and boxing, and salute to all the people that's rocking with me. Um, Day ones, uh, as well as the new subs too. Um, Before I get this video started, let me give a shout out to the brother Reg Dog for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to donate to the channel, my Cash App is straight to the point 77 $, straight to the point 77. um, it was a disappointing day, to say the least, when it comes to this NBA, the NBA games that happened yesterday. Salute to Brown Sugar. I see you in the building, beautiful. How you doing? Um, I'm gonna tackle each game, with the exception of the Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm not gonna talk about them. I'll talk about them in a separate video, because there's some things that I need to point out with that. But the most popular game that everybody was looking at, besides Snoop Dogg's halftime show, I'm pretty sure Brown Sugar enjoyed the halftime show that Snoop Dogg did, um, with the Lions game. Nah, but yeah, I was watching some football and basketball, but mainly basketball. Now, let's just get real for a minute, and let's talk about the game that everybody has really been talking about. And y'all have to forgive me. I'm a little bit under the weather, just a little bit, dealing with a sore throat. You said I actually didn't look at no games. I was chilling, having fun. Okay, you getting turned up, huh? Getting all the way turned up and toe up. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Hitting a little bit of that drink. You know what I'm saying? Rolling up a few blunts, maybe about 8, 9, 10 blunts. You know what I'm saying? Snorting a few lines here and there. You know what I'm saying? Getting the needle right for the hairline. You know what I'm saying? Popping a few pills. You know what I'm saying? I see. Brown Sugar said she gotta have her pill. She got her pill. She got her drink. Nah, I'm fucking with Brown Sugar. Don't do that shit. Let me stop. I ain't trying to get beat up. Nah, I know you don't. I know you don't do none of that shit. What's up, Stephen Green in the building? Make sure you go sub to Stephen Green. Early in the morning, you said, let me see. Let's go ahead. Christmas Day outside. I can't believe it's. Yeah, hey, look, we definitely gonna talk about that. But let's go ahead. Let's talk about the Lakers, okay? Now, Lakers got their ass blown out. Let's say it was oh I know they only had 96 points. I think it was like 115, some shit. They got their ass whooped. Uh, I know uh, Amon Thompson. He had 29, and I know that Kevin Durant had 25. Okay, but let me tell you the key players in that whole game, Steven, as well as Brown Sugar, because Brown Sugar said she didn't watch the game. I know she was kind of disgusted with all the games and stuff. But let me just be real quick. Uh,
Good New Year's, man.
the
Hey, man.
hey, what's going on? Oh, good man. The the Rockets, they well, whenever anybody plays the Rockets, they don't have any answer for Sagoon. Sagoon, did he make a few mistakes? Yes, he did. But Sagoon was absolutely destroying his side. But he had 14 and 11. Uh, I'll get to the Lakers in just a second, but I just want to show the dominant. They out hustled the Lakers. They came with more physicality. They came with, of course, more grit. They were better in the half court. They the Lakers were just extremely sloppy. You're not going to win, of course, with LeBron James. Everybody was in the negative with the exception of Jared Vanderbilt and Jake LaRavia, or LaRavia, whatever his name is. Alex, what's up with you? I see you in the building. I had 2 bottles of wine. Uh-oh. Come on, man. You know you didn't have no wine, man. You had cognac. Steven up in there drinking vodka. You know you wasn't drinking no wine. He was up in there. He was up in there drinking tequila. You know what I'm saying? Up in there. Nah, but anyway, to get back to the game, everybody was in the negative. The two biggest negatives, of course, were Luka. He was in the negative 25, and he led the team in turnovers. Okay, LeBron had 3 turnovers, but he was a negative 33. But he's very ineffective. Uh, we've been saying it time and time again. These guys obviously look like they don't want to play together, and there's no excuse. They had all their pieces. I don't want to hear none of this. Oh well, this guy was going. They gonna no. Everybody played. Everybody played. You said LeBron need to go because the Lakers energy with James. The Lakers without James play free mind basketball. The Rockets are third best team in the West. 1 bottle of wine and a Miller Lite. Miller Lite. You drinking way back, man. Hey, that's a barbecue drink right there, Miller Lite. Hey, man, Miller Lite, man. That's one of them corner store drinks, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Brown Sugar, Alex, Stephen Green. Hey, Stephen Green up in there drinking MD 2020 with a black and mild. That's what he's gonna be drinking New Year's. He gonna put the he gonna put the MD 2020 in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's nice and cool. Oh look, I done pissed some people off. I can't believe he's talking about this stuff. I don't do that stuff here. Come on now, we don't. Can we talk about the game? Don't offend me like that. We're not here to do narcotics. But we have fun over here. You said I used to do MD 20. Right. The MD 2020 MD 2020, man. That's the last resort right there. Some people is the first resort. Man, you get your MD 2020. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, you get you a couple of black and mild. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you be right. Let me stop. I'm not trying to promote nothing. Look, everybody done logged off on me, man. Damn. Okay. All right. Oh well. Anyway, let me get back to the game. Um, and then JJ Redick sits up there and said he don't want to go another 53 games like this, right? How you doing? He don't want to go another 53 games, dude. You sitting up there saying that you don't want to go another 53 games. It's going to continue until you do the obvious, which is standing up to LeBron, which you're not going to do. You're not going to stand up to LeBron. You're not going to go to the management and say, hey, this guy should come off the bench. Uh, you're not going to make no type of adjustments. You're a puppet. You said, do you think the Rockets need a guard from Charles Barkley? Said, yeah, I think they do, but the thing about it, they got Reed Shepherd. I don't understand why they don't look at Reed Shepherd, but you can't do anything. They're getting Fred VanVleet back. Uh, I think a little bit before the All-Star break or after the All-Star break, somewhere around there. So, um, I mean, Reed Shepherd has been doing a great job. He did a solid job last night, and on top of that, he was doing some smart things. I like the way he was getting in that mid range. They were killing him on the mid range. They were absolutely destroying him on the mid range. Yeah, people too sensitive. Yeah, I understand, but we don't worry about that here. We keep on going. They're so sensitive. Oh my God, you're doing. What are we advocating here? We're advocating drugs, but meanwhile, yeah, y'all want to pull out the Epstein list. Yeah. You know, y'all reluctant to do that. We won't talk about that. Anyway, I ain't gonna get on that. But they were killing them in the mid range. And JJ Redick is never gonna stand up to LeBron. He's up in here saying, like, he talks a good game at the press conference. Listen, this is when you need to show. Look, I'm not a JJ Redick fan. I believe it or not, I I gave JJ Redick his props coming out of college because he did play with Duke. But then, after some of the things that he was doing, some of the things that he was saying, made me move away from him, man, and not really too much, because he had the podcast, and then he was trying to sit up there and kiss everybody ass on the networks and stuff like that, and then he wanted to try to act like he knew everything, and then disrespecting Doc Rivers, all that, then the racial stuff. Yeah, Rui. Yeah, and Rui was a negative 24 or something like that. Yeah, these guys. And you're not supposed to. I think at one point they would kill him. They was up 81 to like 50 something. Like at that point of the game, they look like they didn't even care. It's like everybody, you know. I hate to say it, Steven. LeBron gets on the floor. Everybody's playing his style. Everybody trying to play. Everybody trying to play LeBron style. You know, no defense. You know, hardly no defense. all about stats, all about numbers, stuff like that. They're not playing team basketball. But see, when when it was Luca and when it was Austin Reeves only, they felt so free, alive. Hell, even DeAndre Ayton starting to slip too. All these guys, man. You said Reeves no 40 point. No. And even if you would have got it, it wouldn't have made no difference. It's not. Look, Sagoon only had 14 points, but he had 11 rebounds. Let me get to this game. Let me get to the Spurs game, right? Spurs Spurs own OKC. They're 3-0 against them. Uh, and the biggest takeaway that we got to give the Spurs is that they're doing it with a limited amount of time of Victor Wembanyama playing. Victor Wembanyama is not playing very many minutes, y'all. De'Aaron Fox. I think people forget when I mention how De'Aaron Fox coming to the Spurs, it was going to make them a contender. I had already said that. I mentioned that. I kept saying that. De'Aaron Fox, I think he had 29. OKC, uh, they're, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is. Matter of fact, I meant to say this yesterday. I was gonna go live yesterday, but I was everybody was with their family, stuff like that. See, if you know the history between these two teams, OKC used to absolutely destroy the Spurs. Since Wemby has been in the league, they they would they would destroy the Spurs, right? They would pretty much dominate them. Now they done came and they done came with weapons. They got athletic guards. They got kind of the same thing that they're doing. They got a lot of glue guys on there, but their glue guys too can score as well. Yesterday, OKC, the glue guys couldn't score. Just coming in from jump start. The only quarter that they won was the fourth quarter. I'm talking about OKC. And by then they was trying to play catch up, so that don't really count. Listen, I to be honest with you, I would like them to face the Spurs, OKC, because if they beat them, that would be a true test of how great of a team they truly are. Cause there's been teams in the past, they might win in the regular season, but then when it comes to a uh, a series, they end up winning. And I think shout out to Two Rod for TV. He brought up a good point too. He was talking about the Western Conference, and he was talking about how you had some teams in the Western Conference, like the Supersonics, when they would play like the Denver Nuggets, they would lose to the Nuggets. But then the Supersonics, somehow, some way, they would beat the Rockets. But then the Rockets would end up losing to Utah or something like that. But then eventually Utah would end up losing to the Spurs, or then the Spurs. You understand what I mean? And sometimes they would be winning in the regular, like in the regular season. Sometimes the regular season battle, it seemed like those teams that wouldn't be going to the finals necessarily, they would win. You said, I think the key between the Spurs and OKC is bench scoring. Yeah, I agree because like I said, they got guys that could come out the bench, and OKC is deep too. Now, listen, I'm still. I know it crazy. I know it sounds crazy what I'm about to say. I still got OKC getting the record. I think they're gonna go on another run. Okay, I could be wrong, but I still got them going on another run. Here's the thing though. Could San Antonio have possibly put out the blueprint to beat these guys? That's the thing we gotta ask. That's the question we gotta ask. Did they put out the blueprint to beat these guys? I mean, and also they dominated them in 3-point shooting. I'm talking about the Spurs. I think they shot like 37, 38%. They dominated them in field goal percentage. I think they was at 53, 54%. They were killing them on the rebounds. I think they beat them in rebounding total. They had 49 rebounds. And on top of that, they did better at the line. Okay, see, they were getting it, with their turnovers, points off of turnovers, stuff like that. They won that battle. And defensively, surprisingly, they won that battle. But when it came to offense, the Spurs were annihilating them. And they did their thing on defense too because, they won the battle of the boards. You said 56, 56 to 21. In terms of what though, Stephen? Are you talking about bench scoring? Bench scoring? You talking about the bench scoring? What was 56 and 21? Let me know. I might have the numbers wrong. How y'all doing?
Hey, just fine. What about you?
Doing pretty good.
What's up, that baby boy?
Do you think the Spurs need home court advantage versus OKC? Wins a lot. Oh yeah. Um, no, I don't think the Spurs need home court advantage because they beating them at home. They beat OKC at home. They beat them at home, man. So, and that's here's the thing. You gotta when in order for you to be a great, not just a great championship team, you got to be able to do that, get it done on the road. That was Jordan's MO. That was Kobe's MO. That was Larry's MO. Man, they got it done on the road. They got it done on the road. They like, look, man, we coming. We're not leaving here without a championship. Look, they gonna celebrate the championship on the road. and that's how you got to be a great team. Now everybody keeps saying, okay, Victor Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama. I mean, well, he only had 19 and 11, but he's still a monster, still a handful to deal with. And here's the thing really that I don't need to go into detail about how I feel about Victor Wembanyama because people should already know I rock with him. But let me take it a step further with him. He's able to dominate a game without putting up 20, 30, 40 points. He don't need to do that. They're having fun. You see how the Spurs are having fun? The Spurs are having fun, but the Lakers, they look terrible. They look terrible. They look depressed. They look like they don't have any type of continuity. They don't have no connection with one another. They look horrible. They don't have no communication with one another. Luka and LeBron, you could clearly tell it's done. And they got to do something. I think after this, after that Christmas Day game, something's gonna be done. Something's gonna be done. But we can sit up here and we can talk until we are blue in the face. Like I said, until JJ ready. If you want to win my respect, bench LeBron. And I don't want to hear this. Oh man, he can't do that. He can't do that. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. There's a couple players that don't mind coming off the bench. You see, man, listen. It's not how you start. It's about how you finish. Can you finish the game? Like that really goes to show you how great you truly are. If you could come off the bench and still be effective, everybody like, oh man, I don't want to come off no bench or nothing like that. They think it's a slight to coming off the bench. There have been great players that had came off the bench. Give me Vinny Johnson any day. Microwave. Give me him. Shit, man, give me microwave any day, man. Over anybody in the modern era, man. He's a bucket. But everybody's so focused on, oh yeah, well this guy got to start, that guy got to start. LeBron, oh my ego and stuff like that. Look, you're not effective no more. You're not impacting the game. You killing the game, man. You are absolutely destroying the team. Everybody has so much life and playing with so much energy. Then you come along and then hell, this was a Christmas Day massacre. This was a massacre. This was everybody's supposed to be sitting down, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Having a good Christmas dinner and shit like that, man. Motherfuckers didn't want to watch that game. They did not want to watch that game. I know, at least I didn't. Shit. But we can sit up here and say that. I'm not going to sit up here and keep saying, oh, yeah, the Lakers, they need to do something. They need to do something. Man, we come on here singing the same old song. I told you what was going to happen. The Brother Cypress TV told you what was going to happen. Chicken told you what was going to happen. Two Rock told you what was going to happen. Everybody told you what was going to take place. Everybody told you what was going to take place. Now, the Cavs, they played as well as they could when it came to New York. Surprisingly, That was the best game out of all of them. That was the closest game. The New York Knicks ended up winning 119-117. um, I like the way the Cavs played, but they're slowly drifting. Now you got some people saying that they should go ahead and start over and rebuild with the Cavs and everything like that. No, don't do that. Nah, stick to the same. Nah, we're not gonna do that because it was fine when y'all fired JB Bickerstaff. It was great when y'all did that. Oh, now you got to blow the team up and stuff like that. No, 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 no. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Spyda Mitchell, yes, he had 34, but you sitting there worried about Coco Jones, man. Coco Jones, man, she had to perform, man. She over there performing, her her song, you know what I'm saying, with Disney and stuff like that. You worried about Coco Jones. You know what I'm saying? Coco, man, listen, man, you need to be worried about winning this game. Man, Coco Jones done got a spell on your ass. You sitting there worried about, oh, I only dunk if she's there or something like that. Man, shit. You need to win if she's there. That's what you need to do. Plus, you back at home. I don't know, man. Some of y'all might disagree with me, man, but uh, Donovan Mitchell, bro, he's a snake, man. Man, he's a guy that will smile in your face, man, and be trying to step on your toes and try to take your place the whole time, or try to get you erased the whole time. That's what type of vibe I get from him. And to be real with you, I don't think nobody like playing with him either. But I find that funny. Y'all were all behind Donovan Mitchell when it came to getting JB Bickerstaff fired. Everybody was sitting up there uh, rallying behind him and stuff like that, like he was also right and stuff like that. Motherfucker, your ass was hurt. Between you, Garland, well, Garland actually became healthy. He had to play on his own. Between you and Jared Allen, y'all stayed hurt. There was always something wrong with y'all. The Cavs ain't the same, and they're not going nowhere. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact. I'm loving the fact that Detroit is making them look like a fool. I'm loving the fact that JB Bickerstaff is making them look like a fool. What you gonna do? You gonna try to get this coach fired now? You said my Knicks got hard. Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought you was a Sixers fan. Oh, Nick. Oh, New York Knicks. Okay, you said NY. You didn't say. Yeah, they. I give the Knicks they credit, man. The Knicks been playing good, but we beat them. We beat them. We beat the Knicks. We beat them this year, so I'm always talking about them. We always give the Knicks problem. Tyrese Maxey, he loved playing the Knicks. He liked playing in Madison Square Garden or playing against the Knicks. Yeah, and then he gonna do the same shit somewhere else. He's not. He don't bring value to nowhere. I mean, he'll bring you scoring and stuff like that, but he's not gonna get you where you need to go. Give me give me Victor Wembanyama over him any day, and he much younger. I need a guy that, oh yeah, we could win the championship with this guy. When you look at Donovan Mitchell, you look at Victor Wembanyama sitting here consistently taking down the number one team each day or each game they play. You tell me who you gonna choose. It's just a whole bunch of excuses. Donovan Mitchell ain't no different from LeBron. Got a whole bunch of excuses, killing the team and stuff. And I'm not letting Luka Doncic off the hook either. You know, I need to go back to that game. I meant to say that. Luka part of the problem too. Yesterday, Boston report said, don't got about it. Okay, we'll talk about that later, man. We'll talk about that later, man. I'm talking about basketball. But salute to Anthony Joshua. No, he really came out there. But I want to get now. Let's dive in deep in basketball. Let's stay here. Let's stick to the subject. Come on. Y'all hit that light when you come in. No, he don't play defense. Neither one. That's a recipe for disaster. You got three of your main guys that don't play defense. Last time I checked, when you had three guys, they either play really great defense, good defense, or respectable defense. Some sort of defense. I mean, if you lackadaisical, you letting your man just blow right past you and do all this stuff, that's a recipe for disaster. You see, they make the Lakers look old. They make them look old, man. And they're not. They're really not all that old. I mean, the only person that's, the only people that's older on there, of course, is LeBron and Marcus Smart. All those other guys are pretty much in their 20s. So I'm not letting Luka off the hook. Plus, he had 6 turnovers. You know? Yes, I'm cooking Luka. As great as a player he is, Lakers players are 1-year contract. Not all of them. I mean, you got Austin Reeves. He got an expiring. They got some expiring contracts. But if you're talking about just signing 1 year, uh, not all of them. But you do have some expiring contracts that's happening on there. But I mean, it's really not going to make. Listen, they're not going to be able to contend with some of the forces in the West. I'm sorry, not the way that they're playing. Because they don't enjoy playing with one another. It's like they don't have no goal. What? They don't have no goal. They don't have no identity. What is their identity? A whole bunch of scoring and no defense? With a coach that won't stand up? LeBron says he's coming back next season. Okay. Hell, that that's just gonna make it worse. He ain't getting no championship. Hey, you know, I'm not gonna fuss about it no more, Steven. Hey, this is what these fans want. Y'all want to continue talking about LeBron? Y'all want to continue talking about a guy that's not effective anymore? Only thing that he brings value is to himself. Go ahead. Meanwhile, I'm gonna push the Spurs and how good that they're doing, and how they're able to annihilate the OKC Thunder. I'm gonna push the OKC Thunder, despite them losing, still being able to possibly bounce back. We're gonna push the Detroit Pistons. We're gonna push the Sixers. We're gonna push some of these other teams that's not getting the shine. No, they don't. They want to see theatrics and soap operas. Like, they wanted to see Coco Jones, which man, Coco Jones is fine. Coco Jones, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Because I think Coco Jones, first time I saw Coco Jones, she was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And somebody had the nerve enough to tell me Coco Jones wasn't pretty. Yeah, we gonna beat them. If Embiid is not playing, we'll win. If he's playing, Hawks gonna beat us. Of course, they got Trae Young back now. I don't even think he should be. I don't even think he should be in the mix anymore. You know what I'm saying? They were doing good without Trae Young, in my opinion. Make sure y'all get it in. Make sure y'all get y'all walk in. I know y'all was up in there eating them cakes. You know what I'm saying? Eating that prime rib. You know what I'm saying? Eating that macaroni and cheese. Eating them greens. I know y'all was eating that stuff, man. Come on, but get in that gym, man. I know y'all was eating that ham. Oh, you at the track? Oh, you ain't at no track, man. Come on, stop, man. You ain't at no track. Yeah, man. Y'all get it in, man. Get it in. Most of y'all niggas want to sit on the couch, man. We got our people dying out here, man. We got our people dying. We got a personal friend of the family that's not doing so well. And I just found out some news last night. Man, if you can't, I put to you like this, man. If you don't have health insurance, which you should have it, but if you don't have it, man, do what you can to do your best to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, they don't want to talk about that. No, I don't want to talk about staying healthy. I want to continue to eat McDonald's. I want to continue to eat In-N-Out Burger. I want to continue to eat Popeyes and Williams Chicken. Greasy. A lot of okra. Give me the heart attack food. Give me the stroke food. No, I want to die. I don't want to live long. Nah. No. Get your ass in the gym. Get your ass out there, man. Get up under that iron. Get up in there, man. 30 minutes a day, man. That's all it takes. 30 minutes a day, man. That's it. If you can't do 30, do 15. Can't do 15, give me 5 good minutes. Hell, give me 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Give me something. Give me something. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that. Oh, no, I don't want to hear this nonsense, man. I'm already in shape. Yeah, right. Then you go to the doctor. Oh, well, Mr. Such and Such. Then you're going to try to get back on here and get right. Then you're going to try to, what do I need to do? No, it's too late, motherfucker. Too late. Too late. You should have been on here. Should have been out here running. Should have been out here doing cardio. Should have been out here, you know what I'm saying, doing calisthenics. You should have been out here doing pull-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks. You know what I'm saying? Run. You know what I'm saying? Squats. You know what I'm saying? Something. Nah, you want to eat all them cakes. All that peach cobbler. All that hallmark. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I got some chitlins in there. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm out here though. Make sure you take your vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't no educational stuff. Nah, real talk, man. Just get it in. You know, do what you can do. There's some people that have some limitations. Stick to those limitations. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go past them limitations. You know, there's some people that then had ACL surgeries and torn Achilles and uh, broke their ankles, stuff like that. They can't quite do what they used to do. But you do whatever you can to try to stay healthy and physical and tip-top shape. Don't try to do what some of these professional athletes do, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to wind up getting yourself hurt. Now, if you are a former athlete, former military personnel, former POW, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, a veteran, did some sort of professional sports or something like that, then you could possibly try your best to do some of what they did, you know what I'm saying, but in moderation, you know what I'm saying. But don't try to be uh 40, 45, 50 years old, thinking that you're gonna be able to do what Shea Gilchrist Alexander is doing for workouts, or don't be, you know, 30 something years old and you got all these injuries and stuff like that, and you thinking that you're gonna be able to do uh what Victor Wembanyama is doing. Don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. You know, everybody's body is different. Don't try to be like, oh yeah, Jordan could do it, so I could do it. No, you do what you can do. As long as you do activity, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Nobody telling you that you got to do 30 straight minutes of hit, high intensity interval training. Nobody told you that you had to do that. Nobody put a gun in your head and made you do, a whole bunch of suicides in less than a minute. Okay? So don't try, you do what you can do, and don't try to eat what everybody else is eating. Everybody tries to eat what, oh yeah, I want to try this, I want to try that, man. Your body might not be fit for that. Oh yeah, I'm going to try this at McDonald's. They cater to kids. McDonald's fast food is catered to young people, man. That's what you gotta understand. Fast food and like greasy food, stuff like that, like between the ages of like I say 5 all the way up to like maybe 26, 27 years old or something like that. That's what that food is catered for, man. If you are getting close to your 30s and shit like that, you need to be eating way better than that. All that shit is gonna really mess you up in the end. I'm not saying okay, a burger every now and then is all right, but eating it like when I was in high school, it was like damn, we was eating burgers and pizza. It was like burgers for lunch, pizza for dinner, that type shit. Nah, you can't do that, man, when you above the age of 30 something years old. You got to start getting into the doctor. You got to start understanding what they said. A lot of y'all said, oh, no, I ain't going to no doctor. I don't know what it is. And then next thing you know, you on the brink of death. Then you want to start doing it. Oh, no, I don't need no doctor. You better get a doctor. You better get some. Straight to the point, I'm out.